Oh, dude!
I went full anime.
Yes!
Full anime.
Are you in this?
I am. Double Mr. Anthony Mackie. That's hard as shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I did kick a buddy in the face.
Hey guys, we're back. Stuntmen React. We have a special guest today. Aaron Toney is with us today, guys. It's super exciting to have you here.
Thank you.
Just give us a little bit about what stuff you've been in.
I've got probably about 15 years in the business. I've worked on everything from Power Rangers to Pirates of the Caribbean.
So guys, we got a lot of awesome clips today. Let's just jump in.
What?
He's not hitting the police.
Oh yes.
Are you in this?
I am. Double Mr. Anthony Mackie.
We have good memories about this scene.
And we were killing people. We were just killing people. Hey, what's up?
Hey, I know that guy.
Oh, I got him.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sick. What is that, a jumping, spinning back kick?
That is a jump spinning back kick, yes sir.
It looks so good.
Thanks.
Bah! That's awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. We were on a wire, and I had one placed in the front and the back. And the costume is not the lightest. It's made out of cordura. Cordura is a type of military spec fabric that does not tear. So a lot of the costumes is made out of that. The wings are CG, but I am wearing a rubberized backpack. When we did this, we did probably 3 solid takes, and he's being ratcheted. So it's me making contact with him, but as soon as I even just tap, he's gone.
Yeah.
That's really good timing between, you know, the performer and the stunt riggers. And we had some of the best in the business. That's Michael Huggins' crew. And I love working with those guys. Those guys are amazing. So in the original sort of rehearsals, I kicked the guy in the face. I didn't kick this guy, but I did kick a buddy in the face. And every time I'm on set, when I work with this group of guys, they always haze me about it. They're like, you remember that time you kicked so-and-so in the face? I'm like, yes, I remember. You remember that time I asked to have a taller guy?
What the hell is that? Everyone's got a gimmick now.
See ya.
Sick.
This was a scene that we all had to keep really hush-hush about. We were shooting probably 2 to 3 months, and there was murmurs, and everybody was like, don't say anything, you say nothing, because, you know, we're not sure if it's gonna happen, but we got the word that we were getting Spider-Man, and we all knew it, and we couldn't say anything to anybody. That scene in particularly, when I went to go ahead and tackle, I tackled nothing. I literally, they were just like, hey, you're gonna go, and you're just gonna make your arms and make sure that you don't close them, because you're gonna tackle them, and then we're gonna take over. So that's exactly what we did for that scene. But we did have time there to run dialogue, sometimes set up for eye lines and such.
All right, sorry, my bad.
That was fun.
That was fun?
Painful. With this shot, we actually, you can't see it now, but there was a huge high dense mat that they set up for us. We were on wires that helped descend us into the actual floor.
How close did your head come to the escalator? Was it actually that close, or was it added later?
Clint, I'm glad you asked that question, because I literally, like, we did it, and it was on our last takes. My buddy came up to me, and he was like, hey man, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah man, I'm good. Man, he looked at me like he was white, and he was like, I had a heart attack, I thought you hit your head. And I looked back, and I was like, oh, I'm in it. This is all practical, so
oh my God.
I almost clipped my head on the very last take. It's
Wow.
true, yeah.
Wow.
What an amazing scene. Like, I worked on this and I still go, oh, that's so cool. I love it. This was months. And they built an actual tarmac. And that tarmac, we were shooting out there in summer.
Oh, that must have been hot.
It was so hot. Poor Guy was in the Black Panther suit, and I remember coming up to him because he had his harness on, and he was cinched in, and I used to see him, he was like ready to pass out. And I was just like, buddy, are you okay? You needed some water? Oh man, we all knew about this scene too. Can I talk about bad CG?
Yeah.
What is going on with my legs? every time I see that, he's like,
So that's a leg replacement.
it's not even me. That's not even me or Mackie. That is full CG Falcon until he's standing there. Whenever I did landings, I would always try to like think of parachute guys, like they always tuck up and land. And I sometimes would get flack from people about, they're like, don't tuck up the legs. And so when I see that, I'm like, that's better? That's better to you? For him to wiggle his legs like that? You gotta get out of here.
Sorry.
This part where you get ratcheted straight back, how do you not just smack your head on the ground?
The backpack helps. So as soon as I'm going, that backpack, I'm like, all right, I know I'm going. I'm gonna go ahead and assess. Typically, don't put your hands down, but I went so far, I was like, nope, I'm gonna go ahead and gauge. Okay, tap, and roll. So I didn't smack my head. As soon as I hit the ground, I was like, okay, I'm good, and I just kind of rolled over my neck on my head softly on the grass. Weight is a factor with ratchets like this. So if you are wearing a costume that's a little top heavy, sometimes it's better to be picked a little bit lower or higher depending on how heavy your actual legs are. So for me, they're like, we're gonna pick you here. And if I do that, I would have kind of went ass over tea kettle and smacked my head. Ooh. So that was a personal preference. And that's talking with your riggers about how do you want to ride this.
It's a collaboration.
Yeah, as it should be.
Guys, go ahead and subscribe because we got a lot of different React series in the works. We have construction workers react, orthodontists react, morticians react. We have monkeys react to Andy Serkis. So go ahead and subscribe for all those great shows coming out. There's so much emotion in this fight scene.
Oh, a lot. So I know both of the doubles who worked on this. You had Khalid Gajidi, and then you had Kofi Yadom. I did double Michael on reshoots, and when I had to put the dots on, it was probably like maybe 6 or 7 appliances. And I'm like, this man does this every day. But it's nice that they don't have to apply them like, you know, just dot for dot. They literally had appliances that they put on.
So like a whole sheet that like just, oh, interesting.
Yeah. This fight is really, really cool though. It's just intense, you know. It's not like a lot of flipping, it's more heart. The fight coordinator, Jonathan Eusebio, his team and himself, they used a lot of capoeira, which is a Brazilian martial art. They used silat. There's traces of that in the fights as well. And this is a lot of the actors actually doing this, and these guys did an amazing job.
I'd agree. Like so many times when the actors do it, it looks so janky.
Yeah.
So janky. And like you actually have to put in the work to make it look good. And you can tell here that these guys did that.
Yeah.
You know?
And both of them, Mike and Chadwick, are exceptional athletes. I remember working with Mike for reshoots, and he was really good about picking up choreography quick. I feel like there's actors out there that are really good, and when they understand the intent behind the movement, everything else is easy. I see a lot of stunt people that come in and they go ahead and run through the fight, and they're okay. They're just kind of like, I just got to remember the moves. And then when you get an actor and they go, okay, well, what am I doing? Am I selling this? Am I hurt here already? Actors will go ahead and play up extra things that you didn't even think about. Maybe he's playing, when he gets hit in the stomach, he's playing to a gunshot wound that he had. So he reacts to that a little longer before he goes back into the fight. That to me is a sign of a good performer, because those things, you're telling the story through the action. And that's always important. And so I always hold to that when I do anything. You are a performer first. You're not just a stunt person. You are an actual stunt performer, I like to say. I worked on a movie called Tom Yum Goon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You worked on that?
I worked on that. I doubled Lateef Crowder for that fight, just to the tail end of that fight. Whoa. Lateef hurt his Achilles, and so he couldn't finish the fight. So flew me in. I had to go and eat a bunch of food and gain weight. I still didn't get as big as Lateef, but I finished that whole fight.
This is a capoeira fight scene.
Yeah.
Right?
You're freaking Eddie Gordo.
Look at the speed on my man. This is probably one of the best actual capoeira fights in history. And the way it's being used, like everything that has function, purpose.
He makes it look so easy.
That's hard as shit.
Yeah. But he just makes it like, it's like no big deal.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bounce on my hands. That's easy. You show off. So right here, he does what's called a ao batido switch. So good. Meia lua.
Oh!
Wow. So he ended up like pulling his Achilles, you said?
Yeah, he ruptured it when he back tucked and punch fronted. Apparently, he did a couple of them and he landed, but he was done after that. And then this is all me. You see how
That's you right there?
Yeah. You see how skinny he got? Yeah.
So the moment they swap out, you just get your butt kicked?
Yeah, I'm just ass whooping. Yeah. He hit me on that, but they used a different take. Like he literally 720 kicks me in the face, and he had a padded shoe on. And it was the first time that I had seen that. They took his Converse shoe and they put a big piece of just high dense foam on the bottom, and he went full send on his kick. And I just remember on one of them, I kind of blacked out for a second and came back. It was like, I'm going down. No, I'm okay.
It's interesting that they don't hold the slow motion for the full contact.
I don't know why they didn't. I don't know. It was weird. And look, I walked the walkout. It's the worst ending. I was like, ugh. It's the worst ending ever, but that fight is still boss. Tony tried his best, man.
So in doing full contact hits, he's not pulling it at all, or he has to a little bit? Like,
he has to a little bit.
There's got to be a little bit of an art to it, not just beating the crap out of your dudes.
Yeah.
Or is that just...
So there's two different ways to go ahead and stack a hit. Sometimes you're getting plowed through. It depends on where you're getting hit at. So say if you're taking a hit to like the chest, sometimes what they'll do is you'll either pad up or you won't pad up. And literally it's more of a direct sort of push through, as opposed to if I went like that, you feel that more. If I do that at full force, you're gonna feel that. But if I go like this and push, that's better. And that's something that's attributed to like when you train in like martial arts. So you train in martial arts, you learn how to go ahead and pull your power. So that's really important. And that's what, someone like Tony Jaa excels at.
If you guys have a cool action scene or a fight scene or a crazy stunt, doesn't even have to be from a movie, it can be from anything, please leave a suggestion down in the comment section below.
Yeah, this is mine. I directed this. It's called Throne.
Got some solid Wesley Snipes going on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Wait.
Who do you recognize? Who do you recognize?
Oh, I know that guy.
Oh wait, I know him. Who? On the left.
Andy and Brian Lee. Malaya's in there.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of all-stars.
Oh, dude!
I went full anime.
Yes!
Full anime.
Dude, it's all the instead of the feet. That's so good.
William, Phantom Strike!
Oh, sweet.
Sick.
Dude, that's rad.
I'm a huge Soul Calibur fan, so I was like, a buddy of mine was like, you should do Sword Trails, and I was like, you're right. so Chris Cowan shot that fight.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
That is a Chris Cowan shot, man. I was like, Cowan, put your sauce on it, bro. And he did it.
Dude, I love your choreography. It's awesome.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
If people wanted to go see that short film, where would they go to see it?
They would go to my YouTube page, Aaron Toney, and you can see that. You can see Primal, and I've done little viral things like the fight challenge.
You started that?
I did.
Wow. Dude, stuntman, awesome. Fight choreographer, meme lord. Who would have thought? Meme lord?
Ow!
1, 2, 3. Who's on?
Double One, two, three, four.
What's going on, son?
Welcome back.
I've been finding myself.
The bottom line is equality.
Aaron, your insights were awesome. I love your attitude with how you approach stunts and like the art. Like your passion clearly shines through here.
I love this business.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys. Like, I've watched you guys for years. You know what's funny? I'll have to admit this. I don't subscribe, but I watch all your stuff. I'm sorry. Okay? I will subscribe now. I'm an asshole.
He's one of them.
I'm one of them. He's like, he's watching everything, but he's not subscribing. What a jerk. I will now, okay? Damn it, I will.
You wanna play some Smash Bros?
Heck yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.